But you're the villain in this to these people, right? Right here, this crowd, the people who showed up here, I heard them boo you. What does that feel like?
It's cool. I've been booed before. Hey, listen, they can't fight for him, so it don't matter.
And when they say you're gonna run, what do you have to tell them?
I already said it before. Before we got here, I said, I'm gonna run upside his head.
So he's gonna run, but upside Canelo's head.
4 years, Canelo Alvarez has been seen as boxing's immovable mountain, a modern warrior carving his legend into the sport. He's the superstar, the pay-per-view king, the fighter who looks untouchable. Yet Keith "One-Time" Thurman has peeled back the layers, not only on Canelo, but on the mindset of those who face him. In doing so, he's revealed a straightforward blueprint showing why Terence Crawford doesn't just have a chance. He has the precise strategy to topple the throne and pull off one of boxing's greatest shocks. Thurman insists Canelo is far from invincible. That aura of dominance isn't created solely by Canelo's abilities. It's fueled by the doubts and failures of his challengers. The real mystery isn't what Canelo will bring on fight night. We already know: relentless power, steady pressure.
Canelo Alvarez is not, was not, and will not ever be an unbeatable fighter. That's fine. None of us are really unbeatable, right? But people got to understand this. Canelo Alvarez is not an unbeatable fighter. The question is, whoever he's fighting, we don't question what Canelo's going to do, right? We question what his opponents are going to do, right? It's not even really about Canelo. Canelo's going to show up as Canelo Alvarez, right? Ginger boy. So the question is, are you going to beat him? And are you going to beat him today? Like when fight night happens, is it you? And is it now? You ready to beat him now? He's not unbeatable. Maybe you can beat him, but are you going to do it? And are you going to do it now?
Thurman highlights the Danny Jacobs bout as his first example. He recalls expecting a tactical masterclass from Jacobs, given his rich amateur experience. Instead, the fight left him disappointed. He had never seen Jacobs miss so many shots. While Canelo's defense was sharp, the real story was Jacobs' reluctance. He played it safe, doing just enough to stay on his feet but never going all in for the win. He reacted to Canelo instead of forcing Canelo to adjust to him. It was a fight built on survival. And against Canelo, survival simply delays the inevitable. Too often, opponents lose the mental battle long before their bodies break down. And this theme runs.
Canelo was feeling himself. Canelo had preparation. He had that head movement, losing to Floyd, this and that. He fought some flat-footed fighters. He got used to getting his head here and there and ducking down and then pulling out and spinning out and little tactics. I've never seen somebody make Danny Jacobs miss so many punches. It was highly impressive. I did not expect that, you know, because of the amateur pedigree growing up with Danny Jacobs. I know exactly what kind of New York fighter he is. And then the other one that surprised me in Canelo's career was when he defeated Larry Lara.
To show how the trap works, Thurman points to the matchup that stunned him: Canelo against Lara. On paper, Lara was the nightmare style. A slick Cuban technician, quick feet, sharp jab, perfect tools to outmaneuver a pressure fighter. Thurman admits he didn't give Canelo much of a chance. He expected the classic boxer versus brawler story, with the pure boxer cruising to victory. But he was proven wrong. Canelo came out on top, and the way he did it opened Thurman's eyes. Lara had everything he needed, yet he froze. Hesitant, cautious, unwilling to risk enough to dominate. He allowed Canelo to dictate pace and terms. Once again,
the other one that surprised me in Canelo's career was when he defeated Larry Lara. I'm not a betting man most of the times. I wasn't thinking about it much, but I did not give him a thought that he's got this fight. I'm like, nah, this is a bad setup. This boxer has what it takes to outbox a Canelo Alvarez. You can have what it takes. Are you gonna do it? Are you gonna execute? Are you going to not be scared? Are you going to not be timid? Are you going to not waste time? So like I said about my statement for this fight, victory comes in preparation.
They talk all the crazy stuff about me going up and having a tough time, but he went up in weight and lost. That's the difference. I went up weight and won. He went up and lost. You know, so let's not do that, Canelo.
Thurman points out a subtle but crucial shift in Canelo's recent outings. He feels Canelo has lost a touch of his edge. The ruthless finisher who once chased knockouts with hunger now seems content to coast to safe decision wins. We've seen moments where he appears satisfied banking rounds instead of closing the show. To Thurman, that's a game changer. It narrows the gap. If Canelo isn't pressing for a stoppage, a cerebral fighter like Crawford gains space to think, adjust, and execute. A less aggressive Canelo is a far more vulnerable version. It offers Crawford the chance to impose his tactical brilliance without being constantly smothered. This fading killer instinct shifts the balance in the late rounds, especially from 7 through 12. As fatigue creeps in, Crawford's sharper conditioning and mobility could take over. If he weathers the...
You hurt the gorilla neck boy, you know?
Don't rely on that.
He's hard to hurt, man. He's hard to hurt.
Don't rely on hurting Canelo. I think
That's what I'm saying. Triple G didn't drop him. All these fighters been hitting him.
Take a page from Bivol and Mayweather. What they do is they fought behind the jab. They kept their distance. They've used the entire ring, and that's something that he can bring to the table. Use that distance from
Bivol
both
backed him up.
But the funny thing is, with the extra body weight, is he agile?
Yeah.
Is the footwork going to be able to move, still use the ring, and as those later rounds, round 7,
that's what I said to you last week, 14 pounds matters.
9, 10, you know, as the pressure continues. You know, the other thing too is Canelo lost a little bit of his bite. He hasn't been tremendously, you know, devastating and taking people out. So that helps, that reestablishes the fight and is in Bud Crawford's favor there, you know?
Still, while Thurman's strategy sounds convincing, many argue it collapses under one major obstacle. Enter Brian Mendoza, a fighter who knows what it's like to fight uphill against bigger men. He believes Crawford's challenge is simply too much. Mendoza stresses the weight jump is unrealistic. Crawford began his career at lightweight, and climbing this high is unnatural. He respects Crawford's talent, but insists size and power cannot be ignored. Having sparred heavyweights, Mendoza knows firsthand how punishing the gap in strength can be. Once Canelo starts landing clean, he predicts the fight's entire rhythm will change. To him, Canelo's physicality and heavy hands will ultimately break through. This divide, Crawford's skill...
He has an 85+ chance to beat Canelo. Why? He's not going in there to prove something, which will fall into Canelo's hand. He would love for him to prove something. That means you will stay there and try to prove something.
I am concerned about him absorbing a Canelo punch, especially through the course of 12 rounds.
I remember when Terence Crawford fought with Madrimov.
Yes.
He looks slow. He looks with no power. And 3 more divisions, two more divisions. I think it's a top fight for Terence Crawford.
But I think you gotta lean more towards Canelo, because like I said before, he been pitting big guys out and down, and Canelo not even really a 68 pounder. He probably really should be at 60 maybe, and he been hurting these guys. I think he be dropping these guys and things like that. So
as long as Crawford stays away and just
In a surprising twist, Canelo recruited one of the most dangerous young stars in the sport for sparring, Jaron "Boots" Ennis. Keith Thurman was among the first to applaud the decision. He called it a brilliant move, praising the foresight behind it. Ennis is arguably the most versatile switch hitter Canelo could face in...
Now it's here, Keith. You ready?
Yeah, of course, baby. Yeah, man. You know, it's a fight you ain't gonna want to miss, man. One time. I told you the comeback 2025. It's the key.
What do you think about Ennis joining Canelo for the Crawford camp?
Hey, good stuff.
You think that matters?
That's beautiful.
Anywhere.
That's beautiful, man. You know, when you...
Keith Thurman just arrived to see if we can get some.
That's world class. That's, you know, I mean, it's the best switch hitter he can get.
that's not his opponent, you know? His champions working with champions, you know? In the modern day and age, man, you don't get that a lot, you know? It reminds me back when I was supposed to fight Marcos Maidana, and I got Sean Porter for sparring.
Thank you, boss. You're the best.
You know? So, I like...
This shows Canelo's camp isn't just relying on his strengths. They're targeting Crawford's weapons directly. That's not the mindset of an overconfident champion, but of a strategist preparing for war. By sparring with Ennis, Canelo gets accustomed to the awkward angles, speed, and fluid stance changes Crawford thrives on. He's tackling the problem in camp so it doesn't blindside him on fight night. It proves Canelo is thinking several moves ahead, playing chess while others play checkers. He knows Crawford's threat is real and is making adjustments early. This training decision adds another wrinkle to the story. Evidence that Canelo is just as conscious of the blueprint to beat him as Thurman.
Yeah, you know, it's Riyadh season, Netflix, everybody around this fight. You can see that.
It's important to remember the backdrop to Keith Thurman's analysis. He isn't just a retired voice-giving commentary. He's an active contender with his own ambitions tied to Terence Crawford. Thurman has openly challenged Crawford.
What's up, bud? What's good, son? Come on, G. Great performance. Salute, salute, salute 3 times for you, man. All the belts, greatness. What you do is greatness. But, you know, this is your man Thurman, bro. You know we go back. You know we go way back, boy. And I promise you, son, my face, it won't look like that. Why, Keith? Why? Because my feet ain't flat. You know I can stick and move, boy. You know I can double pump fake just like you. Thurman different. Been different, boy. This is my last boxing talk for the day, man. That hype week fight week, whoo, got all the views, baby. You got all the views. Let's go. I'm proud of you, boy. But you know one thing you ain't seen in this life yet, and that's your man right here. Keith one-time Thurman. Talk to Al. Send the contract. It's time to eat. I'm hungry, baby. I'm hungry, baby. It's time to eat. I'm in the gym working for you, working for you.
Thurman insists he brings an athletic style Crawford has never encountered. Not even when facing Errol Spence Jr., so when he breaks down the strategy to beat Canelo, there's a double meaning. On the surface, he's talking about Crawford's best chance at victory. But underneath, he's sending Crawford a message. He's proving his boxing IQ while showing he can dissect the sport at the highest level. Is he genuinely rooting for a fellow American? Or is he positioning himself as the next great test for Crawford? That personal undertone adds an intriguing layer. This isn't just a neutral breakdown.
There's a guy named Keith Thurman who's been on The Last Stand and said he is fiending to get his paws on Terence Bud Crawford. Does Terence Crawford want to fight Keith Thurman?
Listen, man. Everybody know Keith Thurman is just talking. You know, you got to understand, Keith Thurman was the same guy that said that I'm not a real welterweight. Keith Thurman is the same guy that said I haven't really proven myself at welterweight. Keith Thurman is the same guy that expressed himself of, you know, not being interested in fighting Terence Crawford. So now, all of a sudden, out of the blue, he's fiending to fight Terence Crawford? Okay. See, the thing is, when you're not relevant, you gotta, you know what I mean, take shots at the guys that's relevant. Now, all of a sudden, you out there naked in the streets. Now you want to fight everybody. Come on, man. We don't believe you, Keith.
When all the dust settles, 2 clear roads to victory emerge. On one side is Terence Crawford, the technical wizard, armed with what Thurman sees as the perfect game plan. His route demands flawless focus, supreme discipline, and the mental toughness to stick with a jab-heavy approach for 12 rounds. He must be the matador, never the bull, using ring IQ and speed to offset Canelo's size and strength. On the other side is Canelo Alvarez, the sport's reigning king, relying on his physical power and relentless style. His formula is simple: cut off the ring, pile on steady pressure, and prove that raw strength can drown out skill. The debate continues, but Thurman's closing thoughts may be the most telling. At this level, he says, it comes down to one thing: desire. The fighter who truly wants it more will emerge victorious. So who craves it more? Crawford.
It's what boxing's all about, man. The one who really wants it is the one who's going to win. I know Bud wants it. He's from my generation. He's a true American. I'm in his corner. I wish him the best of luck. But you know, I don't doubt Canelo. I don't doubt what Canelo's capable of.
That wraps up today's video. If you enjoyed the breakdown, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss future uploads. And of course, let us know your take in the comments below. Thanks for watching.